Guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're going to start with this one first. President Donald Trump orders special forces to draw up Greenland invasion plan. Are you serious? At the same time, look at this one here. And we talked about this earlier today. President Donald Trump administration to carry out preliminary strike plans on Iran. So there is multiple military operation plan that they're discussing right now, the Trump administration and top generals. Greenland and Iran. But it's not only Greenland and Iran, but also Canada is sounding the alarm. Canada basically saying that they fear that a Nicholas 2.0 could happen in their country. All right, so this is some serious stuff here, guys. We're going to get to all this news. Now, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Now, guys, I did talk about this over my other channel. The links will be in the comments box. All right, so State Department warns U.S. citizens to leave Venezuela now as militia are hunting them down. All right, we did talk about that. Also, guys, we talked about this one too. U.S. used a very powerful mystery weapon, which they called the sonic weapon, that brought Venezuelan soldiers to their knees during Maduro raid. Now, what happened was someone, an eyewitness, a guard, he said when he was out there, every country has military on standby 24/7, radar system and everything, right? Airspace and all that. And he said that the lights went out. Everything went pitch black. And the soldiers were like, what's going on here? So everything was pitch black, and he said he heard nothing but drones. We're talking about a whole bunch of drones towards the Venezuelan soldiers. And that the U.S. came in with full force, weapon that they never seen before. All right, so they said that something very powerful were fired at them. The soldiers fell down to their knees and started coughing, blood, and they were also vomiting blood. So I guess the equipment that the U.S. used was something very powerful, and for the first time ever, they dropped it on them. All right, so all the soldiers fell down to their knees, and he witnessed all that. He said that it was like hell. He said it was just like hell. It was crazy. And what else? He said that he saw U.S. soldiers with equipment that they never seen in their lives. So I guess Donald used some very powerful new equipment, and I believe it is the direct energy weapon that was used. I mean, they really dropped the hammer on Nicholas and the Venezuelan soldiers. So I did post a video today, guys. If you want to check it out, it's over at the Real GS News. But the link will be in the comments box. But yeah, that was some brutal stuff. Here's another news, guys. Here's another one. More than 1,000 anti-ICE movement to take place across the U.S. this weekend. It's mind-blowing because there was another video that was released, and it was ICE agent that recorded on his phone, and it showed that the woman in a car, she was being too defiant. She took her vehicle and parked in the middle of the street, which you're not supposed to do that. And then, you know, she was basically starting problems right? And she was acting like, again, like a fool, right? And she came from another state to harass ICE. She literally came from another state. And again, her Honda Pilot parked right in the middle of the road. And then one ICE agent started recording. And then there was another ICE agent from the opposite side. He's like, turn off the car, get out the car. And what happened? She put it on drive. And I guess her partner is like, drive. And she drove off and hit the ICE agent. So it's, again, I don't know what's the point of this. I really don't know what's the point of this. I'm just seeing a lot of, a lot of people deceived. That's what I'm seeing. A whole bunch of them deceived. Again, they're just deceived by the system. And it's really sad what's going on, guys. It's really sad what's going on. But again, I do believe that the sleeping giant is done. I believe the sleeping giant was given up to a reprobate mind. A reprobate mind. A debased mind that the Bible speaks of. Basically, it means that God has given you up to sin because he sees that you will not repent. He knows your heart, so he gives you up. And so that is called a reprobate mind or debased mind. And what comes out of that is that your mind is malfunction. You don't know the truth. You don't see the truth. You're blinded. You're deceived. What's good is bad. What's bad is good. It's just the opposite of righteous. All right. And we are seeing so many out there that has been thrown in a reprobate mind. And it's very concerning. Absolute concerning. Here's another news, guys. Here's another one. So the sleeping giant launches airstrike against ISIS target in Syria. Now, guys, I don't know. I don't know what's really going on in 2020. We know what's really going on, but when it comes to Donald keeps saying that he's a peacemaker, but none of the stuff all this is not peacemaker stuff. It's not peacemaker stuff. I just don't see it. I absolutely don't see it. Again, I'm not bashing the Donald, but we are definitely seeing tensions rising when it comes to nation against nation. Remember, the Bible says that in the end times, peace will be replaced with destruction. All right? So there's only one true peace, and his name is Jesus Christ. There's only one true peace, the one that defeated death, rose 3 days later from that tomb. You know, the tomb that he was buried in? And he rose up and defeated death and walked out of there. When Mary went to see Jesus, visit Jesus' tomb, the tomb was open. Jesus was not in there. And an angel appeared and said, he's not here. He's not here. And one thing I tell you guys, when it comes to our time when we pass away and we are in a casket, buried, we have a tombstone, right? And the tombstone says, here lays so-and-so. Here lays this person. Or here lays this person. But in Jesus Christ's tomb, there's one single powerful message. And it's not a tombstone. It is a message from an angel. He's not here. He is not here. He's with the Father. He has risen. So very powerful. We have a tombstone that says, here lies this person. And Jesus, his tomb, the angel said, he's not here. So very powerful. So it goes to tell you that Jesus is the Messiah. He is the Savior and the resurrection, and he will come back. And he will come back for his people. Those who are buried in the grave, those who are righteous, will open their eyes and will be taken with the Lord. And those on earth will be taken along with them. All right, so very powerful, guys. Very powerful that You know, a symbolic like connection when it comes to the tomb. All right, so it says here we got another news coming out, and situations happening right now in L.A. LAPD arrives in riot gear to combat hundreds of anti-ICE protesters in LA. You know, stuff like this is only happening in a blue state. That's it. I mean, I live in Florida. You know what's happening in Florida? Nothing. It's just everything's peaceful. People out fishing. You know, we wake up in the morning. Good morning, neighbor. You know, again, we just have a good time. But we turn on the news and we see this stuff happening in the blue state. I'm like, man, jeez, I'm glad I'm here in Florida. So, man, or Texas or another red state, because stuff like this does not happen in red states. It's just, I mean, NY, I don't know what's going on up there with Mamdani. Minnesota, I don't know what's going on out there with Tim Walz and the scam and frauds. LA, California, I don't know what's going on with Mayor, I forget her name, and Governor Gavin Newsom. I mean, those states are just messed up. To be honest, I would never step foot in those states unless the great Lord Almighty tells me, Louis, I want you to go there and I want you to send a message, then I go. But yeah, there's no point in me stepping foot in that region. Here's another breaking news, guys. Persian security forces unload live ammo on the movement. And I watched the video. It's very disturbing, guys. It's very disturbing. We need to pray for so many people out there. It's just very sad what's going on. I mean, who does that? I mean, not even here in the Sleeping Giant, you know, law enforcement here, they don't do that type of stuff. The crowd scattered while bursts of GUN fire and flames lit up the night. People ducking for cover, smoke everywhere. This is the brutal reality of the uprising day 14. I can't believe it's day 14 with no signs of stopping. Day 14. Wow. Here's another one. 100,000 plus of the movement shut down. Persia's second largest city again. So you have Masad is fully blocked off for a second straight night as crowds flood the street. And more than 100,000 anti-regime movement are reported to be out overwhelming the city. And they are blocking major roads and setting fires across neighborhoods. The scale is unreal. Over 100,000 people defying the crackdown head on. Yep, it's a crazy night going on. Give me a second here, guys. I just found something. I want to see if this is legit. Nowadays, people just write anything. And they post anything on social media. Yeah, it's not legit. Yeah. Supposedly, Iran, Persia claims nuclear capability will be achieved in 24 hours. That's not true. I don't know why people post stuff like that, to be honest. Once again, the Sleeping Giant used mysterious equipment during raid to capture Nicholas, leaving Venezuelan soldiers you know what? And vomiting. We all started bleed from the nose, and some were vomiting. BLOOD. We fell to the ground, unable to move. We couldn't even stand up after that sonic equipment or whatever it was. And it was a very I did made a video of it, and it was very disturbing, guys. I mean, they really dropped the hammer. And the person that explained it, he was in fear. He was like, to all the countries in the world, please be aware of Uncle Sam. And he's like, I never seen anything like it. He's like, I seen military with AK and all that type of stuff, but when I seen those 20 U.S. soldiers, again being dropped off from multiple helicopters, he's like, the stuff they had is something that I never seen in my life. So hopefully we get some more information about that. I'm just looking for more information here, guys. And thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, if you can, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's been a busy day today. I kind of called out for my second job. I decided to take my young ones to watch the movie David. Man, boy, oh boy, that was a really good movie. It's a kid's movie. And we just finished reading 1 Samuel. So right after we read 1 Samuel, we did a little bit of 2 Samuel, 4 chapter we read. And then from there, we went to watch David. It was really good. The kids loved it. Bought a big box of pizza, popcorn, and yep, we had a good time. All right, give me a second here, guys. What? Hold on, give me a second here. Is this true? Persia protest 2,000 gone in 48 hours? I don't know, guys. That's... I don't know. That's... I truly apologize. I don't know what happened here. It's like the green screen and stuff. I need to get some more ring lights. So Persia security forces are using lethal force against these movements nationwide. Informed sources told Persia International with preliminary estimate pointing to mass casualty as a sweeping crackdown unfolds amid a near total internet shutdown. Now, footage sent to Persia International from Karizang, south of Tehran, shows several, look at this, DEAD, several, wow, in a bag? The body, According to eyewitnesses' accounts accompanying the video, dozens are visible at the site, with additional, reportedly located in another nearby industrial shed. Oh man, this is not good, guys. This is absolutely not good. So they're finding all these. I'm gonna spell the name BODIES. They're finding a whole bunch of them, and they got the bags and everything ready to put them in there. Videos earlier sent to Persia International from Fardis, Karaj, and others in eastern Tehran showed similar scenes of DEAD falling on the ground, pointing to an unfolding mass takeout that is not confined to a limited number of cities. The internet shutdown that started on January 8th had made it impossible to obtain a full picture of events on the ground. However, the volume and consistency of incoming accounts suggests that the lethal force is being widely used to disperse these movements. The most conservative estimate indicate that at least 2,000 have been out in the past 48 hours. A doctor in the northern city of Wast told Persia International that one hospital alone received at least 70. Oh man. And I did post a video that it seems like we're about to drop the hammer. Also, sleeping giant military bases in the Middle East has been placed on high alert. So it says here, this is Hal Turner opinion. Turner said, Persia has crossed the event horizon. What is waiting on the other side is the question. Either the Persian regime ends, or the people of the Persia will be slaughtered, and there is no other outcome for whatsoever reason. Of course, the baloney news is keeping silence. They're too worried about ICE stuff. My. They're just trying to deceive more people. That's what it is. They're deceiving more and more people. And this is the one right here. Once again, Donna administration to carry out preliminary strike plans on Persia. The question is when? When would that happen? And I do believe that it's going to lead to a huge biblical war, and we need to pray for the sleeping giant military bases out there. Here's the blackout. It's been more than it's been like 48 hours. Man, look at that. That's sorry. That is so weak of them to turn off the lights. They're just sorry. Why you guys are hiding stuff, man? The Persian supreme leader, you gotta turn off the light so that way you guys could take out those movements. Persia digital blackout hits record level, 60 plus hours, internet down to 1%. My goodness. Persia has slashed internet access to just 1% of normal levels during the nationwide unrest. The blackout has now lasted over 60 hours. It's one of the most extreme ever recorded, and if it weren't for Starlink, things would be much, much worse. Man, we are praying for the people out there in Persia. It's crazy. Persia is fighting for freedom. Meanwhile, Looney Tunes and Minneapolis and all those other areas, they're not fighting for freedom. They just deceive. So it's just crazy how the truth is out there and the deceiving is within. It's just crazy. Reuters has put out this information. The Holy Land on high alert for possibility of sleeping giant intervention in Persia. So you got the Holy Land on high alert. You have sleeping giant US military bases, sleeping giant military bases across the Mideast on high alert. So, welcome to 2026, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing it. We are living it. We are witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to end it here. The rest is just the same old videos. It's just people keep sharing. But please pray for each other. Pray for the world. I do believe that there's going to be some kind of imminent strike. You got Canada is worried. So Greenland is worried. Persia warned Donald, if you send the team here, we will release Missile City, and we will drop the hammer, ballistic missile all over the place. So it just, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.